Westbrook across the timeline. His guys trail now by 4. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
It's James controlling the offense. Probing the defense. They'll get it down to Davis. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Substitution being made in this one. Westbrook. And look out. Big finish at the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Here's Davis. Shot won't go. Houston with the basketball. Rondo against the former MVP. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out. Harden with the basketball. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Danny Green to Davis. Turns and slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Harden in possession. Down 4. To Westbrook. LeBron James rejects it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Blocking so many shots.
Stuffs it down with authority.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Harden to Westbrook. Russell Westbrook not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Into the front court comes Rondo. They lead it. 4-point game. And a nice finish at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Westbrook. He gets it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Here comes the screen. Harden to P.J. Tucker. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Rondo guarded by Russell Westbrook. Kuzma. They go down to Davis. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
It's in the hands of James Harden. Here comes the screen.
Right here.
Surveys the floor. Harden. Good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Russell Westbrook trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Free throw is good to cap off the three-point play. And the lead is down to 3. LeBron James with the rock. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Problem City.
Anthony Davis pins it. Fourth this contest. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. Westbrook to Harden. Good. Off a spin.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Anthony Davis lets it go with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's James Harden once again. Here comes the screen. Harden to Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. Rockets with 4 to shoot. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
James into the front court. Leads 3. Nothing going here on that drive. Goes to the left side. Bradley to Davis. Throws it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Harden with it up top. Looking to make something happen. To P.J. Tucker. Here comes the screen. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Austin Rivers. The shot finding A, no good. To Davis. Austin Rivers. Huge block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more.
Flushes down the slam.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Clint Capella able to recover with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Bradley to Davis. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. Austin Rivers. To the rim. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
It's Cook with the basketball. His guys now down by a point. James to Cousins. Big slam. Oh, he looked like he was on a mission. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first three have lived up to the billing.
LBJ with it. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Quinn Cook, guarded by Clint Capella. Deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up. The Lakers have the lead. It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money. Down the stretch, it's game time.
Bradley. Cousins, guarded by Nene. Shot from in close, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Cruises inside for 2.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Cook to bring it into the front court. His guys down 3. To Davis. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Rivers with the basketball. Up by 3.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. Rivers to bring it into the front court. Leads 1. For 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Davis to James. To Davis, down low. Clint Capella tips it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
James. And the rebound taken in by the Rockets. Rivers into the front court. Up by 6. Here comes the screen. Austin Rivers throws it up. Count it.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
To Bradley. Anthony Davis lets it fly. Rivers with the basketball. His team on top by 8.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Quinn Capella with the block. This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. And now Houston has the basketball. Austin Rivers. That one out of bounds off a rocket. Layup goes down. Well done.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Rivers in a matchup with Boogie. To Bradley. Quinn Capella with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Tosses. Flushes down the slam.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
LeBron with it up top. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. To Rivers. Screen coming. Oh, he had him there for a second. And he's going to the free throw line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Austin Rivers. A couple of free throws on the way. Career mark of 64%. And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Rondo with the basketball. His guys trail by 10. Danny Green. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
It's Rockets' ball. Austin Rivers. To Capella. Rises for the slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Rondo into the front court. They find themselves down 10. Lakers down to 4 in the shot clock. And he'll head to the line.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
Austin Rivers. The pass taken away by the Lakers. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Kuzma to Davis. Here comes the screen. Anthony Davis matched up with Capella. Quinn Capella sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Austin Rivers. Second effort. To Rivers. Here comes the screen. Austin Rivers. That one out of bounds off. rocket. New blood coming in for both sides. Lakers at the controls right now. To Kyle Kuzma. Eric Gordon snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Shot from the lane won't go. Harden into the front court. Up 6. 4-3. Message received. Well defended. Here's Rondo with it. He'll run the offense. Kuzma. To James. Oh, straight down the middle. 4-2.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Harden in possession. Leads 4. Fires the 3. Can't connect. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. Harden with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
To Kyle Kuzma. Deep 2 there, won't go. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Harden buries the wide open 3. That's too easy. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Tyson Chandler swats it. Couldn't keep it in. It's out off Tyson Chandler. Time for some new personnel into the game. Danny Green. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Shot by James off the mark. Harden in possession. Lead stands at 7. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Trying to cash in, and he buries it.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
To Westbrook. Couldn't keep it in. It's out off Tyson Chandler. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. LeBron James sizing up Eric Gordon. Kuzma to James. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
Nothing going here on that drive. The drive by Westbrook, but a shot stays out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Los Angeles, they have it. James against Chandler. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. The free throw's good. It's a three-point play, and the lead sliced to 2. Westbrook. To the rim, lays it up and in.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
It just seems like one of three things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a three. Pick your poison.
A pass taken away by the Rockets.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Harden, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Harden, well defended. Across the timeline comes James. The deficit is 6. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Oh my goodness. Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
Nope, first one does not go. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one. Flushes it home. Long key from three-quarters court. It's the Rockets who are victorious. They've taken the upper hand in this best-of-7 series. A 2-games-to-none lead.
The Rockets emerged victorious after a tight finish. I could get into detail. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball. Sometimes I wanna go
I might go MIA. Still screaming free the fam, they coming home now. All this up on my, I got up now. How you real, you can't even walk through your hometown. I'm barely home now. Oh, now. All in the MIA, oh, like this. Boy, you get no love, you get stand 10 toes down. My go down. Rats can't fold down. My your dough down. We ain't gon' put on the fourth down. We on the hunt, we want more now. Real from the jump, we on now. Swear no more gon' broke now. Might do a show in your town. Wait till I bring that. I'm on no road bounce. I be paranoid, I gotta keep. I got like me this right in the money, I love it even though it's bad. I can't let none of these get into my head. And all my friends locked up, got caught up in the feds. And all my sins washed up, yeah, free my said. I be close to sin, I ain't supposed to say. Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go MIA. I might go MIA, all up in my face. I don't go nowhere without my brothers, that's my gang. And all up in my space, just getting in the way. I got like 30 on my fingers, what more can I say? And I got 30 on my fingers, what more can I say? Please, on the block that from deep like KB. Every night they